Hello, dear viewer. Grifter the Noob here. I see that you're back, just sitting there, staring at me. Some might find your obsession off-putting. I find it understandable, actually. I'm obsessed with me too. Anyway, welcome to another episode in the epic saga of GrifThor The Viking. But before we get to that, you've no doubt been wondering about my fitness journey. I'm happy to announce that the personal trainer situation has been taken care of. My mom agreed that he was being unreasonable. Her words. Well, my words, but she came to her senses, eventually. My point is, the trainer's been fired. You see, upon careful consideration, I realized something. Arnold, Ronnie, Jay, what do all of these titans of fitness have in common? That's right. None of them use personal trainers. They manifested their physiques through the occasional workout and good energy. Mostly good energy. That's precisely what I'll be doing from here on out. You'll notice that I'm now the proud owner of a lightly used Bowflex, the most elite fitness machine ever created. This machine is the key to my ultimate goal. Keep an eye out for my full physique transformation video within the month. In the meantime, back to Viking stuff. Previously, I was carried to the land of Valheim by a giant bird. I was tasked with defeating Odin's enemies, starting with nothing but my bare hands and my superior intellect. Odin sent me a servant. I decided to name him Donki. He was thrilled. We traveled the world in search of the perfect base location. Meadows, forests, swamps, plains, meadows again. We left no stone unturned. Along the way, fate guided me to a companion, a majestic beast. After several attempts, I managed to convince him to join us in our adventures. He proved to be fiercely loyal and intelligent, unlike some companions who shall remain nameless. The wolf saved my life and earned the name Donki the Hound. And finally, in spite of Donki's constant and overwhelming negativity, we found it. The perfect base location. All thanks to Donki, of course. He led us to exactly what we needed. And that brings us to today. You might have noticed that we've been rather empty-handed throughout our adventures. I had a spear once, but I lost it. To the void or something. Who cares? Spears are stupid. My point is, there's no way we would survive, much less defeat Odin's fearsome enemies without proper weapons. I mean, I would because I'm a master of martial arts and I have a wolf. Donki, on the other hand, is a sitting duck. Virtually useless. Our next mission would be to create weapons. But before we could get to that, we had more urgent matters to tend to. When we left off, Donki was working on finishing our base using the pieces some kind stranger had left behind. Little did I know that Mr. Lazy Mitt Cut Corners would cut corners. I was expecting a base fit for a Viking king. What I got was a base fit for, well, a donkey. There was no way I could focus on the mission with such miserable accommodations. He didn't even build me a bed. I insisted that Donki tear down the base and try again. In true Donki form, he didn't understand a word I said and decided to argue instead. This is unacceptable, Donki. We need more room for activities. Tear it down. Start over.
You're not the boss of me, you stupid turd. Besides, it literally has everything we need. Crafting station, fire, storage. All you have to do is build your own bed. I refuse to do that on principle.
Where is the mead hall? The scenic balcony? The good energy? This is a shack, Donki. A shack.
This is a starter base, not a 5-star resort. And if you don't like it, you can build your own base.
I didn't have the time or patience for Donki's insolence, but perhaps he was right. If I wanted a proper base, I'd have to take matters in my own hands. While Donki was away doing whatever Donki does, I was hard at work drafting blueprints for a proper base. It would need room for a mead hall, a spacious sleeping chamber, 2 of them, one for me and one for Donki. It would need a war room for strategic planning, an armory and a tower with a tactical view of the surrounding area, a dock for my future fleet of warships. I would call it Grifgard, Hall of Legends. Obviously, Donki didn't have the brains or work ethic to build something this magnificent. I was left with no choice. I'd have to roll up my sleeves, get ready to work, take matters in my own hands. After all, you know what they say. If you want something done right, you have to grab your mom's credit card and hire a guy. I found a master builder. I think his name was Juan, or Paco, or possibly Burrito. Either way, he did a great job. Far better than Donki ever could have. He had a better mustache, too.
What is wrong with you? What the hell is this?
Excellence, Donki. Excellence. I know it's an abstract concept to you. This is what happens when you have grit, strategy, gritagy.
First of all, that's not a word. Second of all, you're an idiot. If you can manage to stop fucking around for 5 minutes, we can kill the boss and move on to the Black Forest. Then this whole stupid, excessive base will be obsolete.
It's understandable that you're jealous, Donki. My base is obviously far superior to your hovel, but it's not a competition. Although if it were, I would be winning by a landslide.
Who the hell is that? Did you hire someone to build this?
Perhaps.
What am I saying? Of course you did.
It's called delegation, Donki. It's something leaders do. As a work harder, not smarter guy, you wouldn't understand. Now, obviously you won't be allowed inside, but allow me to show you around anyway.
No, I don't care about your stupid bit.
Welcome to Grifgard, where legends rest. Nestled in the heart of the Valheim meadows, Grifgard offers the discerning Viking warrior an unparalleled standard of living. Vaulted ceilings, authentic hardwood floors, a roaring fireplace that says, "Yes, I raid in the nude." What of it? This is not just a base, this is a lifestyle. Grifgard features 3 private balconies, each offering sweeping views of the surrounding landscape. Guests are welcome to enjoy these balconies any time. Donki is not a guest. Our master sleeping quarters boast a handcrafted bed, premium pelts, and a carefully maintained ambient temperature of 71 degrees Fahrenheit. The room sleeps one. That one is me. Donthor has his own room. Donki does not have a room because he's an asshole. The Grifgard War Room offers state-of-the-art strategic planning capabilities, including a hand-drawn map of the known world and 1 chair. The chair is also mine. Donki is welcome to sit on his designated dirt patch outside and take notes. All meals at Grifgard are prepared using the finest organic, locally sourced ingredients. Guests may dine at the meat hall at their leisure. Donki may not sit at the table. Donki knows what he did. For your security, Grifgard employs a full-time, highly trained wolf. He is not friendly. He is professional. If you are Donki, he has been briefed. Grifgard, where legends rest. Donki sleeps outside. Donki was super jealous. With our base situation taken care of, we could finally move on to our next order of business. Weapons. Every legendary warrior is defined by their weapon. Gimli had his axe, Legolas his bow, Aragorn his sword. Yet here we were running around with wooden clubs, like savages. I decided to call a team meeting to discuss the matter. Yes, I understand that, Donthor, but not all of us have the advantage of razor-sharp teeth and claws.
Dude, just make a fucking spear so we can actually start playing the game.
A spear. A spear. Donki has had some stupid ideas, but this one took the cake. I mean, what is a spear? Really? A giant toothpick. A rock tied to a stick. A spear is a weapon for the unsophisticated, the unimportant. It's what you hand a peasant before sending him to die in a field somewhere. How dare Donki insult me? Show him what I thought about his stupid spear. Of course, Donki, of course. A spear's a great idea. Just let me see that real quick. I want to test it out.
Okay. Why do I feel like you're about to do something stupid with it?
What? I can't even believe you, Donki. You always assume the worst of it. Take that!
Bro, who hurt
Shut
you?
up, Donki. Maybe Donki would be content as a barbarian with a spear, but I intended to craft legendary weapons. What I needed was a weapon fit for a Viking. But what kind of Viking would I be? Next time on GrifThor The Viking, I embark on an epic quest to forge the perfect weapon. I make a disturbing discovery about Donki, a deadly disease that might explain his unfortunate personality. I realize my weapons can't be properly tested without scientifically controlled conditions. I plan a new facility, a base addition to rival Grifgard itself. I contact Burrito, the master builder, once again. And finally, the stage is set for Phase 2, Trial by Combat. Tune in next time to witness the continued saga of GrifThor the Viking, or subscribe to my Patreon to watch it right now. Either way, subscribe to the channel. See you next time!